I reckon time will tell. I hope the veteran Mammoth does stay around because it is beneficial for the Steel Talons team. Gives them a little bit of edge along with adaptive armor and RGA over the top of GDI, making them the more powerhouse faction, which they're supposed to be. They're supposed to have more grunt than what GDI does, and I think this really helps it show. I mean, the adaptive armor has been nerfed in its cooldown time. The RGA has been buffed in its cooldown time, and look at that. I used RGA on Technique's Mammoth tanks there, so you can see that all his Mammoth tanks have taken about a 15% health hit there. He wasn't very happy about that. He thought he was under attack and retreated. So another benefit, either Steel Talons Mirror or a Steel Talons GDI, you can use the RGA on the enemy units and just hurt them. You can see there, all his Mammoth tanks now. I've got a little bit of health gone, and that's going to help me. I've got Orcas again. These guys aren't going to do very well against Orcas. There are so many tanks there though that they do manage to take an Orca out, or one or two Orcas. How many they get? Just one, I think. Yeah, but normally you wouldn't have this many Mammoth tanks in it against a Nod or a Screen player. And look at that. So those Orcas did lose 2 or 3 Orcas, but again, he's just got so many Mammoths that the first rocket volley can hurt them a lot. But Tech's in trouble here, and we're going to see more RGA action. This is the big fight in the game coming up here, and both sides are going to use RGA and adaptive armor, and there's a lot of railguns going off. Tech though, he's going to suffer. RGA goes off, both sides use adaptive armor. This is the situation where you put adaptive armor on every unit because it's a straight up tank fight where every tank is in range of every other tank, and Technique gets mauled in this instant there. Obviously, because the rifles helped me, I had air support, and a lot of those Mammoth tanks, my Mammoth tanks, again, it was no focus fire, so everyone just shot at everything, and I came out on top there. A lot of those Mammoth tanks are pretty badly damaged in the red, less than 50%, and of course now Tech does not have enough to keep going. He is getting back this Tiberian field, so I'm not sure how the economy went, but yeah, Technique really probably could have done a little bit better in that game. He got let down by his slingshots, not realizing they didn't crush. He lost a fair bit there, and then in the main fights, obviously he got a little bit outmaneuvered in terms of adaptive armor and RGA, but that should be noted because obviously I played Steel Talons a lot more than him. So a good game there, and there's another heroic Mammoth. Oh no, was that a heroic? Was that may have been a heroic rocket squad? I can't see now because the game has finished. So that was that was one of the games me and Tech played the other night. I'll bring you another one, and another Steel Talons mirror straight away. We can see, yeah, I got a little bit more money than him, about $15,000, up and down. Not going to sift through those stats too intensely. We'll just skip past this. Again, winning means nothing in this patch, so we're just having a look at it. Let's have a look at this one. So this is another Steel Talons mirror on Tournament Rift. Technique thought it was going to go the way of the other game, where it was just going to be a very heavy mix of railgun equipped units. So we'll scroll over. Technique is over here. Yes, so I did manage to grab my color. And he's playing as Cyan Steel Talons. We have a few observers there. Crazy GDI fan is one of them. He's the developer on the patch at the moment. So he has watched a lot of games and seen how dynamic the play is. I mean, this is a mirror game, so you're probably not going to see too much, what do you call it, like, I wouldn't say mixing, but too much, you know, new strats being thought up. It's just trying to go out and kill each other in brute force. Not a lot of finesse in a Steel Talons matchup because they are very slow factions and they just want to go in and just blast the crap out of each other. But against a lot of the other games, especially in 2v2, we played a lot of 2v2, me and it wasn't me, against some other players. And we just found that it was very dynamic. It was actually easier to help your ally now. You could actually lend support, and your tactics, your cross-team tactics worked a lot better. You could really make things work if you put in the effort. But like everything, it can be countered. It didn't seem too hard to counter things. You just have to have the skill. So basically, yeah, you can make things work and you can counter them. So we can see Technique's got a combat engineer. He's already down the bottom because look how fast he runs. Yeah, he does run pretty quick. I wouldn't say anything about a speed nerf. They can speed nerf it if they like, just as long as it's a little bit faster than a normal Engie. And so economy wise, you can go straight to 4 harvesters before you run out of money. Obviously power down your ref, and you can get a power plant up too. So this is the real point where you run out of money, at 4 and 2 with 2 power plants. If you just go for a straight economy build, I'm not saying anything about the economy, it does seem to be pretty good. I was a little bit wary. I wouldn't mind if the refineries were a little bit expensive, like 2.5 and harvesters at 1500. But a lot of people seem to think the economy doesn't seem too bad now. It seems really good. They want it. Early expansion is viable now. You can actually use surveyor tactics again, which, you know, I'm definitely welcoming. Like, surveyor tactics are great. You can go put a base wherever you want at the start. It is risky. You are open to attack, especially if you eco boom. You will be very viable to attack there. And the surveyor and outpost, they don't have a lot of health. Obviously, tech's gonna, you can actually repair it. He's not repairing it, but he's just about to sell it, so he's fine. He's gonna run those squad away, get a free scout, and he's gonna get him away too. So early expansion, it has been very popular among a lot of players. We can see a Pitbull going out just to see what I'm doing. He's running over a Tiberian field there, and as you can see, I'm going for some Orcas. I went Orcas and Pitbull because that worked well in 1.02 on big maps, big sprawling maps. Obviously a missed order there, send him back until I've got 4. AP ammo, again, it has been shortened to 45 seconds, but it's still the same price. Tech does have a spike, I don't. I expanded with my Conyard, again, haven't really fully conceived the damage, or not the damage, but the Surveyor expansion. It is only $600, $300 once you sell, so... And it looks like Tech is going a lot of Pitbulls. He's probably got a little bit of money to spare here. Not sure what he's going to do. He obviously knows I'm bringing Pitbulls, and here they come. They're just going straight into his base here. Obviously, I'm not managing them too well. I try to get them out now. That one there, I'm not sure where he's going. I kind of just wanted to keep him busy and out of my base until I could pull Orcas on him, because I knew that 4 Orcas could destroy 4 Harvesters, even though when I go in I don't actually destroy them, because I still think they're 1.02 Orcas, and I only get 3 Harvesters. So again, with faster rockets, the Pitbull seems to be better at countering. And look at that, 1 AA turret is actually quite powerful now. And actually, I only get 1 Harvester, and Tech repels me. The normal AA battery for GDI, it's got about a 10% damage buff without tungsten, but its tungsten damage has been nerfed. So when you tungsten upgrade, you don't get that much extra damage from them. And as you can see, these Orcas are going to get repelled by pits. They get 2 pits and 1 Harvester for the loss of 2 Orcas. And as you can see, I've taken one of these spikes. With a fast engineer, I can just run him down. Tech obviously getting a lot more economy than me. I'm not sure where his Pitbulls are in the middle here. So again, it's very dynamic, especially with other teams, not so much Steel Talons, Mirrors, but in some of the other matches, you can really pursue whatever you want and try and make it work. And it works reasonably well. It depends how good you do it and how well your opponent counters. But here we go, there's a lot of people coming down here. I've got some rockets coming in. Rockets will still beat pits. I mean, nothing's changed there. There's a wolf in there, but I don't think I have AP ammo. I'm just going to push these guys back. These rockets are more than enough to scare Tech away, because you can't really kill them with Pitbulls. They never were a good unit for that. And a lot of rockets coming now. He's going to want AP ammo. He's actually gone for a Tech Center, and he's going railguns already. So I think, yeah, he thought it was, after the match when we were talking, he thought it was going to be like the first match on Arena. He thought it was just going to be a straight up Steel Talons, you know, blast the crap out of each other. But here comes some more Orcas. 2 of them go down. There is a slingshot there. I did get at least 1 Harvester, maybe 2. There's no Harvesters on his main field anymore. It's probably not good. I have AP ammo on the other hand, and I'm clearing out this structure here. Just going to take that down, maybe take his spike. Or destroy his spike. Probably need to drop that structure. Yeah, I dropped the structure there just so I got a better line of sight and my units don't clump up. He doesn't have anything to take that. He's got a wolf there. He's upgrading AP ammo. He's got veteran mammoth tanks. He's got one there. He's building AP ammo Wolverines. I'm going to take that spike down. So he's going to be on 1 spike and I'll be on 2. And I send those guys up there. His main base is in a little bit of trouble at the moment. Conyard there. I'm pursuing a lot of infantry. Again, infantry are quite good now. Now that they've had a little bit of an armor buff, not so much attack buff, they've had their armor jumped up a little bit, and so have a lot of other infantry, especially from Mock and other squads like that, other factions like that, sorry. But yeah, AP ammo isn't as overpowering as it used to be, so infantry are still good in the late game. You still need to bring enough counters, enough AP ammo to counter them, and you can see here that his Conyard is under attack, and these un-AP ammo Wolverines have actually been buffed, I think. I can't remember. I think that, yeah, they have actually their standard upgrade. No, their standard self out of the war factory. God, geez, I'm not making sense anymore, am I? But before they have AP ammo, they've actually been buffed, but after they have AP ammo, they've been nerfed. Not as much as all the other AP ammo units, though. They probably had the less buffing, less nerfing. they only had like 15% taken off, whereas all the other like APCs and riflemen had theirs buffed at least 33%. I can't remember the exact numbers. As you can see, Tech moved down there, and I did have a scout, so I did see that, but I should have seen that, but I didn't. And I've got everything moving out, and my harvest is just going to be under attack here. So I'm going to have to move those away. Again, don't let your units just blow up. That's just a standard thing. Get them away. As you can see, I'm going to send these orcas in just on a general attack because, you know, I need to stop them from attacking those harvesters now. I'm going to lose them all, but at least I'd destroy a bunch of pit bulls, you know, enough so that these units can come and save them. Tech's got a few AP ammo units there. I've got triple ref here, but I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 harvesters. That's not bad. I've brought all my harvesters down from the other base that had already moved. But Tech did get quite a few harvesters there. There's a very badly damaged one right there. Harvesters have had their health nerfed. They're not as powerful as they used to be. A few AP ammo Wolverines coming down here. I don't have my Tech Center, do I? No. And now I'm going Surveyor expansion. But Tech has railguns. He has veteran mammoth tanks. He's not going adaptive armor again. He's not a Steel Talons player. Obviously, you know, I pretty much always get adaptive armor. He obviously doesn't see that much use in it. And a lot of other players who tend to play Steel Talons from time to time do the same thing. But yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble here. He's got a lot of Wolverines, and I'm going to say this now, that's going to smash my imp spam. Yeah, he's got way too many for my imp spam, even though there's a fair bit of imp there. Yeah, I definitely need more armor. Here's one mammoth tank that he's got there. He's only got one, but again, I start just popping fields, foxholes, and look at that, and I dump rockets. All the rockets I have, I dump in there. It's actually pretty easy to do now. There's 6 foxholes, and dumped a bunch of rockets in there, so Tech can't get any blue Tiberium, and he's gonna find that out the hard way. He actually drops a ref. I don't know where he's sending his army. He's sending it back. He's obviously worried about orcas. I'm not sure where those orcas went. They're just sitting there. They're waiting for their extra orca to come from the deck. And here we go. He sends his harvester out, but that was a bad idea. He's going to find that I've moved to the center. I'm deploying a few of those orcas, trying to snipe some Wolverines. They're obviously not going to get that mammoth thing. It's got too much health, and there's not enough. Well, those guys are going to get destroyed. They get out of there. Tech is in trouble here. I could just like run straight in, and those guys have all pulled up over the same spot. Don't leave. Oh man, jeez, that's not very good by me. Blue Tiberium absolutely murders infantry really quickly. I think Tech's going to be forced to sell here. Those orcas are still going around, but going down now. A few slingshots coming in. And can I drop this ref? No, I can't. I'd retreat. Probably a good time to retreat. Again, these foxholes are packed full of rifles and rockets, every single one of them, so they're going to be pretty potent against this this force. They probably would go down to his force, but they'd definitely score a lot of kills, and it would be a good price, good force multiplier in terms of price. As you can see, he's powered down the ref. He's about to lose it because there's an orca strike coming in. Oh no, oh, it goes down now. But yeah, Tech's realised that he has to go to the middle now because I've kind of got that. I've already got a base here. I'm desperately popping any kind of defense I can get. Haven't cleaned this Tiberium up. I do send a few harvesters, a very badly damaged one at least, over to get some blue Tiberium. And then I realise, oh no, there's a lot of Wolverines here, so I probably should get out, but I'm not going to get away, so I just fight to the death. That Titan's going to run, perhaps draw him back to these foxholes. Again, different take on these games because I obviously know what's going to happen, so I'm not just going to sit here and guess. In most VODs, I don't actually watch the replay before I VOD it. If it's not good enough to be VODed, I just don't VOD it. So yeah, a lot of orcas now. I've got a lot of orcas coming in, and that mammoth tank has gone down, but he's got slingshots. He's going to find that these slingshots aren't going to be able to do anything against this infantry here. And I dropped that tower, so Tech's probably a little bit stressed for money. He's got some Tiberium on his main field. He really should send his units there. But I'm cranking out as much infantry as I can get right now because I really need to defend this field. I'm probably sending everything I have there. Yeah, I've got another barracks. I've got like 4 barracks. So Tech, but Tech obviously he knows what's going on, and he's got tons of AP ammo Wolverines, and he will murder this force here. Even though AP ammo has been nerfed, he's got too many. There's just simply too many Wolverines there, and he can easily counter this. I probably should stop building barracks. Yeah, I've stopped building rocketmen at least. I need something else. I try to put them in the heavy harvester then, but that's not going to work, and he's going to take this down. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I de-garrison all these guys at some stage in the game. Here come the orcas. Oh no, and they're going to murder these Wolverines because he has got no anti-air at all. Oh no, he does. He has these slingshots, but they moved back, and now these orcas, they're gonna get out of there before too many go down. And that mammoth tank there is almost dead. He probably should put a war factory and go backwards. There is a war factory by me, but I don't have railguns, so it's not going to do a lot. There's a Titan coming. He should really shoot that mammoth tank and not go around the barracks. No, it's a bad idea.